Okay guys, so let me tell you guys about this hotel that I'm staying at. Is it a hotel or a resort? Anyways, when I'm done, you guys will find out. So I'm staying in this Pickalbatros Sungo club. It is an all-inclusive resort. I think I like it. They have a lot of options. First of all, it is really huge. I think they said they had almost 300 and something rooms, and they have like this massive pool in front of me. I'm going to show you guys. And then they have smaller pools behind the buildings. It's like really nice. Of course, it has the Moroccan color. They call this color Moroccan red. So that's it for the space. Of course, I didn't book the standard room. I think I booked the deluxe room, so it's spacious and all. And they have about 4 restaurants. So they have the main restaurant where we have breakfast and lunch, and then they have the Moroccan restaurant for dinner, and they have the Asian restaurant for dinner as well. These are the 4 main restaurants. Then they have like a lounge where they have snacks 247. When they say snacks, it's majorly pastries, tea, juice. And then they have the pool bar. There's no drinks. There's no food. It's majorly drinks. I think that's it for the edibles. So this is the type of hotel that if you decide to come and stay without going anywhere else, then you will have a lot of things to do without getting bored. They have a water park, which I'm about to go to.
I've done this like 4 times and I'm gasping for air.
It is just at the entrance as you come in. It is huge, it is massive. So it is called Pickalbatros Aqua something club. So it is really nice. So yesterday by 11:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. they have a show at the pool, more like aqua sports. So yesterday that's what I did. I joined aqua sport yesterday, and they just finished the one for 11:30 now. So they do that every day. It's more like you're exercising in the pool. And then in the evenings they have this show. It could be anything. The first day I came, it was Afrobeats. They were playing, and yesterday I think it was a Moroccan traditional song and dance they were playing. They play a mix of everything just to entertain the guests. Performances, they're always dancing. So that happens between 8:30 and about 11. So the kids are really entertained. They are not bored. I think they have a VR room as well for video games and 3D kind of games and all. I haven't checked it out yet, but definitely they do. So it's a very spacious place. So much things to do. You can really never be bored. It's only because I booked activities that takes me out. If I knew it was going to be like this, I probably not have really booked stuff because I would have wanted to stay in the hotel more. So I get to enjoy all the things that the hotel has to offer. They have a gym and a spa. Yesterday, I went to the spa and I did facials. Today, I'm going back to the spa to use the sauna, jacuzzi, and to do a massage. I also booked the hammam Moroccan. So it's like hammam. It's a Moroccan style. I don't know if I don't think it's a massage. It's just an all-inclusive process. When I'm done with the hammam tomorrow, I'm gonna let you guys know what it entails. So they have everything here, and the staff are really nice as well.
Welcome to Sungo.
Thank you.
Miss
Couscous. Yesterday I went to the Asian restaurant. It was I loved everything. The first night I came, the first night I had dinner in the main restaurant. Second night I had dinner at the Moroccan restaurant, and I really loved it. No, I think it was the first day I came that I had dinner at the Moroccan restaurant. I loved the Moroccan food, like the real couscous, the soups. I loved it. There's one soup that I think is made with chickpeas and milk. Then you add dates to it. That's the one I love. I think I should go back and get that today. I'm not a very huge eater, so like I think the whole of yesterday I didn't even have appetite. I was literally struggling to eat, but that was not because there was no food options. There's a lot more options. There's in fact too much food. I think it's because too much food. Then I just entered that decision fatigue where I don't have appetite to eat anything. Sweet. And then they have the pool bar where they serve drinks. I think the only thing I'm not satisfied about for them is the drinks. The drinks are kind of watered down. I've gotten pina colada like 2-3 times. I didn't like them. They were more ice than pina colada that I'm used to. But apart from that, every other thing makes up for it. The kids are always entertained. So if you have a family, this is a very good place, because they also have like tennis courts, paddle courts, and a lot more options. So there's a lot of things to do. Yesterday they had like steak outside during lunch. I think Morocco, they eat a lot of beef, so there's a variety of beef dishes, which I have also been able to like. I've tasted most of them, which and they're nice. I got my clothes ironed yesterday, so they have a laundry service. Oh yes, they have a club. Yes. Well, it might not be a club. They call it a bar or a lounge, but it's open till 2 a.m. Yesterday, I went out and I came back around 1 a.m. and I went to the club. Most people had left at then, but immediately the DJ saw me. He switched to Afrobeat, guys. It was mad. I was dancing all through. You guys, you're gonna obviously see the videos. I was dancing without my shoes. I didn't have my shoes on. I removed my shoes, and there was one of the staff there that is a performer. So he was literally giving the moves, and I met two ladies that they came in from England. And yeah, it was really fun. We had so much fun. We had drinks, we danced Afrobeat till 2 a.m. and the DJ closed. So they have a lot of options. I would probably say if I'm to come back here next time, I would just do like a 4 days trip where I come in on Friday and leave on Monday. And the plan would be not to leave here at all. So you just by the pool, go to the spa, just enjoy the facilities. But also they have a shuttle bus. I think I've mentioned this before. They have a shuttle bus that picks guests. Okay, let me take it back. And I think the only disadvantage I would say about this hotel is that it is not in the city center. It is about 20 minutes from the city center. It is about 30 minutes from the airport. So for Moroccans, that's a bit outskirt because I've got a few Uber drivers who have brought me have said, oh, why did you pick a hotel that is so far away? To me, it's not far because most times when I travel, I'm used to staying in accommodations like this. But it's also because usually I would take public transport like trains, which is easily accessible and doesn't take time. But here I had to take Uber a lot. And most times Uber guys, when they see the location, they'll be like, why are you staying outside the city? So because most tourists, when they come, they stay in the riads, and the riads are mainly in the city, like in the Medina where the market is. So that's the only disadvantage, even though it is not a disadvantage to me because I love places like this. Of course, it's a resort, so they wouldn't have found all this amount of space in town. It could be a disadvantage to you. However, because of the distance, they have a shuttle bus that comes to pick guests to the center. I came in on Wednesday. On Thursday, I took the shuttle bus. So I think the shuttle bus comes twice a day, 10 a.m. and I think 1:30 or 2 p.m. So I joined the shuttle bus to town at 10 a.m. and I joined the shuttle bus back by 1:30 p.m. So if you want to go to the city, there's a possibility that you may not need to even call a cab if you follow the routine of the shuttle bus. Okay, so that's it. I think I've given you guys an overview of this hotel or of this resort. I've shown you guys the room, I've listed the features, and yeah, I've mentioned the food variety. There's a lot of food variety. So the standard breakfast options, and for lunch there's mostly pasta, rice, chicken, steak, pizza. There's a lot of options. I don't even know if I've had all. I have not had appetite. Yesterday I went to the Asian restaurant for dinner, and I had a bit of I think it was like spring roll. I liked it because it was really crunchy and nice. And then they had chicken skewers. I liked that. So I don't think the food is bad. I think the food is good. The food is okay because I don't see how different the food would have been to if the hotel was not all inclusive. Well, that's my option. That's my opinion because everything I've eaten is okay. The only thing I do not like is the drink. They feel a bit watered down. But yeah. But if you want vodka, they will give you. They have wine. So I think it's only the cocktails that taste watered down, but they have wine and they have Moroccan drinks. They have beer if you want. I would recommend. Just to let you guys know that I am now an independent travel agent. So if you want to book this hotel or any hotel at all in Morocco or anywhere in the world at a cheaper rate, that means a rate cheaper than what you would normally find online, then hit me up, send me an email to kuseme@getaheadtravel.com and I'll definitely help you sort that hotel stay for your next trip because the staff, they're nice. They have lots of pools, they have lots of facilities, man. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Are you going to stay here? Have you stayed here before? Have you been to Morocco? What are your impressions? For me, I've had the most time of my life. The hotel staff, most of them are my friends. I don't know. I think there's something about solo traveling. I feel like when hotel staff say that you're alone, they tend to be nicer to you and to, I don't know, but it's just, or maybe it's just me. I always make friends with the hotel staff. Literally, I make friends with them. If I have any issues, I call them. They're always available to help me. This morning, I got dressed to go for the desert, the hot air balloon, because I'm alone. In fact, not just this morning and last night. So okay, let me start from last night. Last night, I got dressed. I couldn't zip up my dress. So I ran downstairs as like I picked my bags, everything, and I went down. I saw two ladies walking to their rooms. I called them and they helped me zip up. This morning it was 5:30 a.m. and there was, of course, no guest was up at that time, but I could not also zip up my dress. So I went downstairs and I saw some of the staff cleaning and all of that. So, and they were all guys. So I told them to help me zip up. My zip was really stressful and it seemed almost impossible. So I asked them, is there no lady around? And then they're like, no ladies around. It's still very early. It's only the guys that are around. So we eventually did it. They helped me zip my dress. So yeah, they're very nice like that. If I need anything, I can always call them. And most of them, they'll be like, if you're offended about anything, they'll try to make it up to you. So I think they're quite nice and everything is okay. That's my honest review. And I think based on the fact that this is my first impression of Morocco, I do love it. I like it and I would love to be back. Oh, I didn't mention that the facials I did yesterday, the lady at the spa was literally so nice. She treated me like a baby. At the end of the day, it is I think that you cannot just leave your full holiday or vacation experience solely to the staff or to the hotel. You as an individual, you have to choose, do you want to have fun or not? Do you want to just be annoying? Because if you pick on every single thing to that and then every single thing makes you upset, that's on you. I manage my expectations. I know that things are not perfect. As a human being, I'm not perfect, so I don't expect a hospitality facility to be perfect. But if it is not perfect, if something needs to be done, what is their attitude to it? That's the one that is important. And I would say so far their attitude has been really nice. If they see that something is not working, they'll be like, okay, what do you want me to do? Trust me, I'm going to sort it out. And they will actually sort it out. A day to my trip, I send them a message, send them an email to arrange an airport taxi for me. That's not the way I roll. Usually, if I wanted the hotel to arrange an airport taxi for me, I would do that either a week or several days to my trip. But this time around, I didn't make up my mind, partly because I didn't have time to actually prepare for this trip. So at the dying minutes, 20 hours before my trip, was it even up to 20 hours, maybe 18 hours before my trip, I sent them an email, oh, can you guys arrange me an airport pickup? And then they responded with the email and said it was going to be 30 euros. So when I checked Uber, I saw that Uber was way cheaper than, not like way, Uber was like maybe 22 euros or 22 pounds. So I didn't make up my mind as to what taxi to use. I did not respond to them. By the time I responded to them, I think I was already at the airport. And I said I was already at Gatwick Airport. So I said to them, oh yes, feel free to send a taxi to come. But then my flight was almost in an hour or so. So by the time I arrived at Marrakech, because the flight was about 3 hours plus or almost 4 hours, when I arrived at Marrakech, I had a feeling that they hadn't arranged that airport taxi. So I gave them a call and I said, oh, I'm just calling to know if my taxi was arranged. And they said, oh, unfortunately, we were not able to arrange your taxi because whatever, I don't know what excuse they gave, but they just said, no, they didn't arrange a taxi. So at the airport, I took an Uber, which was still cheaper. So yeah, I think that was the only, and then when I came, they were like, oh, we're so sorry, we're not able to get your taxi reservation. And they also sent a message on booking.com as well, apologizing that the customer was so sorry that we were not able to arrange your taxi for you. But every other thing has been fine. When I wanted to go out the other night, they called me a taxi and they've just been literally at my beck and call. They're doing well. I guess they're doing the best they can. And so far, I've not had a bad experience. This video is now longer than I anticipated. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Let me know if you've been to Marrakech, and if you have been, where did you stay? How was your experience? Will you be coming back? For me, I'm definitely going to be coming back. And if you haven't been, when are you going to be? When are you going to come to Marrakech? Okay, I think it's affordable. It's more affordable than going to Europe. It's affordable because my Uber, this journey to the hotel, is about 20-25 minutes whenever I go to town, and the Uber is usually around 120 dirhams, which is equivalent to like 110 should be like 11 pounds, 120 should be like 12 pounds. So you see, I think it's affordable. That's my honest opinion. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye. Let me go and use the water slide because I'm going to have lunch first, and then after that, I'll go use the water slide. Bye, guys.